Hello everyone. As I said in the previous video, I will be using an online software for this course. So let's go ahead and type in overleaf.com. Press enter. This will take us to the home page. Now if you are not already registered to the website, go ahead and register. As I am already registered, I will just log in. You can log in with this social ID also, but I will just log in with my email and password. This is the dashboard of Overleaf. Here you can see all the projects that I have been working on. In this tab, you will see all the projects that created by you only. In this tab, you will see the projects that other people shared with you. In this tab, you will see archived projects. In this tab, you will see deleted projects. You can create a new folder if you want. Here you can add an institutional email and you can upgrade your account if you want. So let's go and create our first project. Here you can create a blank project. There are some example projects. We can upload an offline project if we want. Here we can import project from GitHub. Here we can see different types of templates. But as we want to learn from the start, we'll just go ahead and create a blank project. Let's give it a name, my first project. Click create. Now this is our workspace. In here, we will see all the files that are used in our project. Here we will type our code and here we will see the preview of our code in PDF format. So let's just go ahead and select all the code and press delete. Now if we click recompile, we will see an error message. That's because there is nothing to preview. So let's go and start writing code. Now always remember that every tag in LaTeX start with a backslash. So let's type in backslash. First, we want to define the document that we will be working on. So let's just type in document class. Now here we can see two brackets. Inside the square bracket, we'll define the size of the document and font of the document. So let's type in A4 paper. Now this is the size of our document. Here we can use other sizes of document such as letter. But for this course, let's say we'll work on A4 paper. Enter a comma, and now we'll define the font size. Let's say 12 point. You can use 10 or 11, but 12 point is a standard one. Now inside the curly bracket, we will define the document type. Let's say article. Now there are other types of document also, such as report, which is used for writing thesis, or book for writing a book, or slide, which is self-explanatory, or we can write PROC, which is for writing scientific procedure. But for this course, we will just use article. Okay, now we have defined our document. Now we will begin our document. So for this, we have to command to begin the document. So let's type in backslash begin. And inside the curly bracket, type in document. And as you can see, it automatically created an AND tag for the begin tag. So they come in a pair. Now, whatever we write between these two tags, it will be previewed here. So let's type in this is our first document. Now, if we click recompile, here is our text. Okay, now the document needs a title. So for title, let's just go ahead and on the start of the document, type in backslash title. Inside the curly bracket, type in the name you want to give your document. I'll just say my document. In the next line, we want to preview the author. So let's say backslash author. And inside the curly bracket, type in your name. I'll say Sami. In the next line, let's say we want to display the date. So type in backslash date, and inside the curly bracket type in the date you want to give. So I will just write a LaTeX code which is backslash today. It will preview today's date. In the next line, type in backslash make title. Now this is important because this will create the title. Now if we click recompile, here we can see our document title. Here is the author and here is the date. Now let's go ahead and change this type to report. Now if we click recompile, we'll see that the title takes a whole page and all the contents moved to the other page. Okay, let's go back to article. Now if we are working on a large document, we probably want to divide the document into chapters. So for creating chapters, let's go ahead and create our chapters. So for creating chapters, we have to use the tag backslash section. And inside the curly bracket, let's give the name of our section. Let's say introduction. Here, let's type in some dummy text. Let's create another section. And here we can say, suppose, after introduction. Again, let's input some dummy text. Okay, now if we click recompile, we can see that it created two chapters previewed in bold and large text. Now we can create subsection or subchapter. Let's type in backslash subsection. And inside the curly bracket, we will give the name of the subsection. Let's say the beginning. And input some dummy text. Let's create another subsection. Now if we click recompile, we can see that first chapter has two subsections. Now for creating chapters in report or book type documents, we can use another tag backslash chapter. So for this, we won't need this. Okay, now we have learned how to create chapters. Now let's say we want to do a cross reference in the second chapter that we have learned something in the first chapter. So let's say we have started learning it in chapter 1. Now if we click recompile, we can see that chapter 1. But let's say we edited our document and later we added another section above. So let's create another section, backslash section. Let's say before introduction. Again, let's input some dummy text. Now if we recompile, we can see that introduction is now the second chapter, but we have said that we have started learning it in chapter 1, but this is now chapter 2. Now we have to go there and edit it to 2. Now this is a problem for huge documents with huge number of cross references. We have to manually go to every cross reference and edit it. But wouldn't it be cool if the references changed themselves? And now that's what we are going to learn. So for this we will use a tag called label. So just after the section we want to refer, type in backslash label. Inside the curly bracket, we can give any name we want, but it's relevant to label it same as the chapter name. So let's type in introduction. Now we have created our label, and now here we can refer it. So let's type in backslash ref. Here we can see the cross reference we just created. And now if we recompile, we can see that it automatically changed to number 2. Now if we delete the chapter we created and click recompile, now we can see introduction is now chapter 1 and it automatically changed to chapter 1. And this is a big deal for working with large documents. Here we can see a download button. If we click it, we can download the previewed PDF. I don't need to save it. So go ahead and have fun with it, practice yourself, and I will see you in the next video.